Welcome back to Tomb of Annihilation, Wildemount edition. Wildemount, what's up? Let's make this happen. For the past several days, before you got to the jungle, the talk of the streets and the taverns, it's all been about the so-called death curse. A wasting disease afflicting everyone who's ever been raised from the dead. Victims grow thinner and weaker each day, slowly but steadily sliding toward the death they once denied. When they finally succumb, they can't be raised, and neither can anyone else, regardless of whether they've ever received the miracle of resurrection in the past. Temples and scholars of divine magic are at a loss to explain the curse that has affected the entire region, possibly the entire world. And then you found yourselves in the home of retired adventurer Sindra Sylvain. Who hired you because you had a Sky Zephyr, a ship to bring you out to the wild coasts of the menagerie. Many parts of the jungle. Real life stuff. And when you had your Sky Zephyr, oh no, you're cool. No worries, man. So yeah, real life gets in the way. Whatever. It has priorities over this shit. I get it. And thank God for that. So you really realize that the jungles along the Menagerie Coast were truly not fully explored. You were looking down upon it all. And there was just so much to take in. From dealing with Marky Mark to Dungrunglin, to finding the lost city, the zombie T-Rex puking out zombies, finding the puzzle cube, solving all these riddles, escaping the Wanti cult. And now we find ourselves here, as we pick things up, a couple levels deep into the Tomb of Annihilation. Oh, all right, let her know. She's more than welcome to party with her friends. We'd love to have her. We'd love to have her roll with us, right? We'll teach her how to swing a blade in this world. So anyway, with that said, we're going to pick things up where we last left off. In the dungeon of deception that it seems you are lost in. In a room filled with body parts strewn all about the area. Fresh, rotted corpse. Blood. Cold, but for some reason bubbling as it pools of this. It's like an office chamber, a dungeonous office chamber. It has stone block walls with little seashells in the blocks, like some type of limestone or something. And yeah, it is a murder scene, man. There are some candles that dimly illuminate this cluttered, destroyed office. And within this dark atmosphere, there is maybe a bit of light coming from a skeletal songbird in a cage off to the side that's rasping this song from its filthy corner. Go ahead and update your browsers. Don't worry about it. That's just me. Centering your screens. Does everybody have visual? If that's the case. What it is, when it, what's it going to be? Okay. I will give you an advantage on your perception check because it's not like you just stepped into the area. You've really taken the room and cleared it. So it might be a messy, dirty job, but yeah, I'll give you advantage on it. Very good. So glancing around, rooting around, maybe try not to get any of that nasty ichor under your nails because this place is just. Ugh. Well, you find that there is enough equipment on the desk there to assemble a scholar's pack. And there is a book, like a tome, old ancient tome, that lies open on the desk next to what appears to be a clasp locked, well, potentially a spell book. I mean, you've seen spell books before, and the only time maybe you've ever seen a book that has a clasp lock on it is either a diary or maybe a spell book. So you can only assume it's probably a spell book. Absolutely. You are centering this on the whole area, and everybody lights up like Christmas trees blinking because at this stage in your career, you guys are decked out with the fanciest of gear. You will find that the spell book contains a little bit of everything as far as the schools of magic are concerned. It is glowing and radiating with almost like a fairy fire like aura that shifts from color to color across the different schools of magic. And you can tell that that book that lies open next to the spell book, it's not magical. It seems mundane. There's something to it. Also, within the desk drawer, there seems to be some type of energy that's radiating an aura that is just a single vibing aura that feels like something that is a mystery. And within, you find that there is this fist-sized gray stone that radiates an aura of enchantment. And you feel it now. You feel it because it has that same particular aura of some of the other auras of enchantment in which you've run into along the way to this tomb. Smooth. It's like spin tumble, you know? And it's a light gray. It's got some kind of like dark pepper like gray specks in it. Almost almost gives off some type of energy that even though the stone is smooth, it's almost like this enchanting effect upon it that you witness kind of fools your perception to make it look like it's rigid at the same time, like brain matter. But then when you look at it without your detect magic, it's just smooth stone. What do you do? Correct. Right? So far, so good. Yes. That's an Eddie Vedder quote, I recall. So you stow it away safely. That this place is being serenaded by the bone bird. This little bird is just chirping all along the way. Cheep, 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 like a little morning bird. And it flaps its little bone wings and jumps from, little branch to branch within its cage. And it seems to be serenading you with the mood of the room. Its serenade is rather dark, actually. It's chirping darkly, like an undead raven might do. So a lot of like diminished sevenths. Yeah, well, the diminished chords are the flat chords that you would be executed for playing during the Dark Ages and the Middle Ages. So Ozzy Osbourne wanted to create a band that only played diminished. Heavy metal was invented. Okay, so I'm sorry, Gus, you're checking out the bird and you're trying to give it some food. All right, give me an animal handling check at disadvantage. Oh, okay, okay. Well, it takes a snap at your hand instead of the food. That might make you just instinctively pull your hand back. Yeah, the thing seems to be more interested in taking a bite out of you. It's not an animal. The thing seems like it'd be very difficult to handle. Well, you don't see anything with your passive perception. You can roll perception, or if you really want to get dirty with it and really root around, you can roll an investigation check. Okay. Woo! Okay. Well, you have the decrepit robes of Mr. Withers there. That would be about it. Okay. And it immediately stops chirping. It seems as if it still has some touch of its birdhood left in it. Skeletal Raven, kind of a dick. Okay. Oh yeah, big battle. Move. Rest of the party, you falling behind? Just by default? I can assume that. So it's like a dungeness Chinese staircase, dark. Aside from what light you bring with you, and it goes twirly down to about one level to a stone door. It's like a stone slab that has a bit of filigree in it that decorates enough to have some type of character to it, at least, though it's dark and foreboding. And there is a big ringed like knocker like handle. It looks like you can maybe just grab that, yank that door open. It's covered in dust as if it's been sealed for a long time. Dark atmosphere can easily play tricks on your mind down here. What do you do? Okay, you do not find any traps. Nothing is pinging. Maybe they turned off echolocation on the firewall, but that you're not able to ping anything. Checking the setting real quick as you move to do so. Thank you for testing that out from in there, Gauss, real quick. Shouldn't be able to move through the wall now, just naturally. All right. So, yeah, that's why I was like, oh, thank goodness for that. So, you're checking the door, right, Gauss? Okay, cool. Right, right, and it doesn't immediately budge open, but you put a little bit of that lizard man elbow grease into it, and the door starts to budge. You break it from its seal. Dust pops into the area as the door grinds open with a groan, and potentially some of that thick dust in the air could give you the sneezes. Go ahead and roll a medicine check, Goss. All right. So with a 15, you felt a big sneeze overwhelming you, and you were able to kind of suffocate it down. You know what I mean? Like just choke it down, and but your eyes water and your nose begins to run like you are feeling something. Roll a Constitution check. No, safe. Constitution safe. Perfect. You're able to shake it off. And on the other side of the door, once you shake it off, you see that beyond is some type of very strange room with one of those statues in a corner that you know is no statue. Once you're once you kind of like find your bearings in the area, that statue is actually made of flesh, stitched together like a Frankenstein, just standing in a corner lifelessly. The room is dark, dusty. That hulking figure is wearing a bucket helm, standing off to the west, with one hand on an iron lever set into the wall. And then the south wall is sloped and has a large rectangular window 5 feet wide by 7 feet high. The window looks into a hallway, the rectangular hole in the hallway floor, and farther down into a well lit room shaped like a cylinder tipped on its side. And that's a lot to take in. Take all the time you need. So, so you see, you have that Frankenstein's monster in the corner. There's like a big man sized pane of glass looking to the sunken chamber. And that Frankenstein's got his hand on a lever, but he's not moving. It's like he's frozen in space, as if the golem hasn't been activated yet. There's also what appears to be some type of crawl space or something off to the east wall. The room is very small. It's only about 15 feet wide. Maybe like 5 by 15, something like that. 5, 10 by 15. It's. You are way too close to this thing, and it may make you feel uncomfortable. It seems to be hanging on limply. It doesn't seem to be filled with life. I'll put it that way. Some thoughts. Rest of the party, looking over his shoulder. Do you have any thoughts on the matter? Should have visual. I'll double check. Yeah, okay. You have very minimal visual because you are still in the stairwell. I'll just map a little bit for you. Center it for you. Yeah. So what that looks like is it's a small room. It's way too small for comfort. A Frankenstein off to the side, holding a lever, is totally inanimate. There is a glass window on that southern wall there that looks over this depressed, sunken room. It seems to be empty. Very dark in here. No light except for a bit of torchlight that that was at the bottom of the stairwell, just filtering in, casting shadows, playing tricks on you. What's the game? I'm sorry. Your microphone was really distorted there, Sean. Give me another mic check. Yeah, there you go. Cool. Yeah, so Athazar, when you get there, you would notice that there's a Frankenstein's monster that is like frozen in time, holding onto a lever, and then there's a window looking over like a sunken pit of a room just beyond. And Goss is saying, well, sure, why don't we just chop his fucking arm off? Right? Then he can't pull the lever. Being the logic. What say you, Athazar?
How we look for chops on this lever thing?
So far, not yet.
I can throw another time frame still coming to the lab.
Okay, Sean, we're still having mic issues. Do me a favor, just real quick. Uh, Hold on. I'm double. So let me see. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Disconnect from the voice chat. Jump back in. I think I've seen that work in the past. Here, I'll just I'll disconnect you real quick and then just jump back into Studio A. All right. Let's see. Disconnect. There we go. Jump back in real quick. Mic check. Lot better. 100%. So what were you saying? Oh, okay. Okay. Interesting. And as you do so, you pull the lever, and that golem comes to life with a, and that room beyond the window, it starts turning and tumbling like a tumbler, like some type of room that is turning upside down and back onto itself. But you don't have time to think about that trippy shit because Frankenstein is right in your face. I need everybody to roll initiative. What happens when it's dexterity is second one? I think I'm just gonna have to call it initial one. Let's see who's missing here. Sean. Refresh your browser real quick. What are you using, Chrome or Firefox? Seen anything yet? Yeah, I'll give it a try. Maybe having connectivity issues. Are you on Wi-Fi? I roll a 3 for you, and well, it didn't show up in the chat log. That should be a 9 because you had a +6, so I'll just do that manually. Roll 24 the win. All right, Rambala. It's your move, man. How do you want to do this? Fails miserably. Okay. Obviously, no, you're cool. No, go ahead. Okay. Obviously, that's not enough to take him out, right? That's not going to end it right there. One shot, one kill. No fucking way. But it's still pretty brutal with that sacred, radiant white flame washing over that thing. Its flesh bubbles and pops, but it acts like it feels no pain. Let's just say you didn't make it any prettier. Yeah. Nice. Any movement? Anything else? Okay, cool. Athazar? Through your browser real quick. Yeah, but it has cover from your position. Yeah, absolutely. Especially because you have Gauss in between you and it. Sacred Flame, though, I mean, Rambal is right in the doorway. He was able to throw that over Gauss's shoulder. Hey, that's progress. That's fucking progress. Way to go. Thank you, AWS, for working. Okay, and with that, yeah, that's going to land. Go ahead and roll damage. Okay. It's like a flash fire. Kapow! It doesn't catch to anything. It just continues to keep the flesh on the golem melting. It's beginning to look all mutated with the work you've done on it already. If it didn't look like the Toxic Avenger before, it does now. Anything else, Athazar? All right, Goss, your move. No good. It's going to swing and miss. All right, so you just take another pound of flesh. What else can you do in the situation? You've got the enemy cornered, and with that, if that's all you have up your scales, it starts swinging away. Throws its arms at you with its mutilated, melted flesh. Kapow! Imagine you see like someone burnt by fire and their flesh just slips off of them upon impact of anything physical aside from the fire, right? Well, when this thing slams its arms into you, the skin on its arms just slides off and covers you in gore. And with 18, I believe that should hit an 18. 18 misses. Oh. Okay, so what happens is when it throws its hands, when it throws its arms, its skin just slips and slides and melts right off and slops upon your boots. Meanwhile, its arms are flown over your head. You duck right underneath. Hope you weren't wearing Doc Martens, because I'd be pissed. Anyway, Rambala, top of the round two. Yeah, absolutely. You've made it look a little prettier. Let's just put it that way. All right, let's fail. Roll damage. Okay, and with that, there's a tolling bell of death that just rings through the enemy's state. that only the enemy could hear, if only it could hear. However, due to the necromancy of the cantrip, the flesh golem starts rattling around, sort of like vibrating, as if he is the bell that is being tolled. Damage soaked. What's next, Rimbala? Athazar, your move. Yes. Yep. All right. Sorceress burst smashes into this thing. You get a much clearer shot here with Goss in a different position. You take advantage of it, man. And kapow! The thing absorbs the force of the blow. It gets slammed up against the wall, stumbles momentarily, and as it's regaining its footing, Athazar, do you have bonus action? Anything else left? All right, Goss, your move. Yeah, it's actually double checking. No, this thing has no armor on or anything. And it has a horrible dexterity, so its AC is 9. We'll do this one step at a time. Goodbye. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Yeah, yeah, that's right. You're good. Could have been worse. Okay, this thing starts throwing hands wildly around the area, and what do you know? Goss, you're right in front of its face. You're the target. Your AC is 19, correct? So it's the first one will hit, and then the second one will miss. And you get knocked upside the scaled head with, let's see, it's going to be 2d8 plus 14 points of bludgeoning damage. It's going to make you see darkness for a moment, just momentarily, as it rings your bell in response to its bell. Then Rambala, top of the round. Yeah, it's all dead work. Let's see. Let's do another one, huh? Ah! I can't pass the save against that spell, so good move. Full damage. Yeah, it seems to be that way. Cool. So yeah, similar theatrics to the previous Toll the Bell spell that was cast. Cantrip, whatever, potato, potato, tomato, tomato, Sigile, Sigile. I don't know what we're talking about. And then Athazar, it's your move. And then just backfire? Confirm that for me. All right. Doesn't backfire. Your sorcerer's burst just fizzles. Like a sparkler that is just fades and goes out once it's been fully burnt down to the nub. All right. Goss, it's your move. Might be time to make some new ones, dude. This thing's throwing hands. Disadvantage? Okay. Second one will land. Get knocked upside the head once again, and this time for 15 points of bludgeoning damage. You are seeing red. Everything is strobing around you, at least until you gain your senses back. What happened so fast? And then Rimbala, it's your move. Hey, do you see on that? Oh no, I can. I haven't been able to. Yeah. These things. It's a failed save. Roll damage. He said 10. Oh, I tell you what, it had 11 HP left. I'm going to give that to you. Like it's a kill. Just paint us a pretty gory picture. How do you want to do that? oh. And then when the head hits the floor, it kind of like pops and shatters open like a rotted grapefruit or something, or a rotten melon on the ground. Yeah, and like all these maggots and shit wriggling around. It's really modern art, man. We're out of initiative, it seems, for now. You stuck in a wall or something? Try again. It was just a sprite collision. Uh, yeah, you see that that tunnel that you find in that, what I guess we could call some type of control room or something. You see that there, that very narrow tunnel, it slopes inward, and there's patches of mold that cling to the walls and the floor. Well, it seems as if the lever, when it was yanked, the room beyond the window is tumbling around like a tumbler, right? For stones, you know what I mean? It's quite far out. It's like some type of magic you've never seen before. A lever that can make an entire room spin like a tumbler upside down upon itself, like spinning around the great wheel of the multiverse right before your very eyes through that window. And you see just beyond the window, there's a platform in the middle of it all, and there is a hole in the floor of that platform that looks like it would drop into the tumbling room. Of course, that window, it's shimmering just slightly, like with some type of, who knows, maybe some type of incantation. Help me! Help me, AI! The Google root server fell on my grandma and she can't get up. I need the admin password. Right. It comes back to its default standstill. What do you want to do now? You reach out and you remember Spencer's gifts back in the day, and you had like those little things like with the electricity running around the crystal ball, and you touch it, and the little energy it follows your hands around it like that. Um, well, it's kind of like that. Like when you bring your hand close to it, there's a bit of energy that kind of tendrils out, and when you move to touch the glass, you are well. Your cold hand is immediately deflected by the energy. Yeah, it's some type of force field or something. Spike collision. Try again. There we go. I will not move to a smaller room. This is a very nice room. Go there, and there's this tunnel. It's like a crawl space, really dark, and the insides of which are covered in moss. Of course, you got a very good view now beyond that window to that tumbler room. Just beyond that window, you can see now for the first time that hole in the floor just beyond the window that drops into the tumbler room. Hmm. Probably a good 3 by 3. It's a tight fit, but well, you could probably crawl through it or some other way, but it doesn't look like it would be something you really would want to crawl through unless you have to. I mean, it's covered in moss and grime. Ooh, suck. Bring up the spelled magic in chat real quick so I can bring up the. I can figure out the roll real quick. Spell magic. No. Sorry, I don't have my player's handbook in front of me. I gotta look this up. Yeah, it takes a while. You've been playing Vecna for so long, you haven't seen the new character sheets until last week. Yeah, it's something else, huh? Yeah, they're good when they work. You know, they're still buggy. All right, so go ahead and roll your save for that. It's going to be your spellcasting ability. It's your bonus. Uh-oh. What's your spellcasting ability? It would probably be intelligence, right? So, what's your intelligence bonus? Oh no, I need your spell casting ability modifier. So, are you a sorcerer? Oh, then that would be, I think sorcerer's charisma, right? So, what's your charisma bonus? Okay, so go ahead and roll d20 and add 3. Oh, okay, well done. And with that, the force field pops into a burst of white light and dissipates with a bunch of sparkles that just fade from view as they fall to the ground. And now you see beyond. There's no window, there's no force field. You just get a bit of a cold breeze coming forth from within. Well done. What's next? Goss, you step on through to the other side, and of course there's a drop floor, like a drop floor, a hole in the floor there. You might have to step around, or do you want to drop all the way through that trap door in the floor without a door on it down to the tumbler room? Okay, okay. So yeah, you're still up there, kind of like this ledge-like area, and you'd see off to the side there is a tunnel with some glowing violet fungi and moss lighting the area. Other than that, it's just darkness. It's a real creepy vibe, the whole situation. Athasar, are you dropping to the floor into the tumbler room, or are you going to move off to the side on the ledge with Goss? Okay. Were you saying, Rimbala? That it does. That it does. Keep in mind, however, uh, the party initially agreed to play this like Diablo. It's best to just clear one level at a time. Remember Diablo 2? Like, you get to a new level, and the staircase to the next level is right next to the staircase to enter into this level, but you still clear that level first. That was kind of the strategy going in here. But you can do whatever you want. I don't care. I'm just going to fuck with you all along the while because that's why you hired me. There's this, actually, it's a, is a wooden door, old, but it is strong on its hinges. Looks like it's made of oak. Oak's nice. And there is a fine lock on it that looks weathered, but it looks like before the weathering, it was of great quality. I tell you what, if Mhm. It looks like they're waiting for your lead. You know, they're watching you like as a leader, waiting for to see what you do. Yeah, when you look at them, they're like looking back at you, like, well, oh yes, absolutely. Okay, to clarify, you're talking about this this drop space or the crawl space. Okay, it's this space. Okay, yeah. Go ahead and have a RAR roll a perception check and see what's long. No. You should be able to hold the Alt key down and double click Auror's token to bring up the character sheet. Oh, okay. That explains it. But I mean, his character. I did put his character sheet in Roll20, so it's attached to his token. Yeah, so it should be cool. Oh, yeah. Well, can't help you with that. Okay, so with that said, Rambala, what are you doing? So, what's the game plan? Do you guys want to go back up to the next level? Oh, down. Okay. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. All right. If we're going to do that, we're going to take a break here. Okay. And it's about our 10-minute break anyway. Do the intermission thing. And I'll see y'all in a fewsies. All right. Cool, cool. See you back. up. That is fucked up. Fun. Let's see. Whoa. I don't know. Oh, that's interesting. Tabletop simulator map building competition. Do not tempt me! Close. Baby the cuckoo. Here's a cuckoo. Oh, it's all got one job. What up? I checked out the new player's guide campaign setting for Forgotten Realms today, like the actual physical book. Like I've had it on Roll20. I kind of dabbled with it a little bit, but I really need the book to really experience it. And so I got to look through it today. And yeah, if you guys are ever at the bookstore and you want to pick up something that's cool for yourself, yeah, that new player's guide to the Forgotten Realms is fantastic. You'll love it. It's a really good book. I've got it there for us on Roll20, so you can just get into your compendiums and you can get an electronic version. My library shared to you. But like if you really want a cool physical copy, I don't blame you. Check it out. It's cool. It's good. And the GM's guide's as good as the player's guide. As the DM's guide, it's even better, but don't read that. Is everybody back? So, changing up the strategy on me. Are you? Okay, okay. I like a good competition. Argue with that. Very nice, very nice. I will. I gladly gave my break time to you, gentlemen. Just double checking a couple things here in the back end. Get everything going. Gobble gobble key and a gobble gobble goo. I like to eat turkey from a big brown shoe. The day I have the balls to bring my guitar to Thanksgiving and sing that song is the day I really don't give a fuck about. It's the day I start singing Weird Al Yankovic songs for a living. As I'm buying some time. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. As I'm buying some time, have any of you seen the new Weird Al movie? Oh, you haven't seen that yet? It is one of the greatest movies of all time. Even though it has that chick that had problems with Brian, like she she did a great fucking job playing Madonna. Just saying, I'm putting that out there. But I mean, yeah, it's a fantastic movie, and yeah, Daniel Radcliffe plays Weird Al in the movie. So it is freaking really cool. It is. If I would, that's another recommendation. I mean, you definitely want to check out Stranger Things, but if you want to see a good movie, like a killer movie, and you don't have like 50 hours of your life to catch up on Stranger Things, yeah, that would be my next recommendation for you to check out. Oh, this is so much better. The new movie, as good as UHF is, this is bigger budget. It's got way more famous people in it. It's like it's. I'll post a link to it later or something on the server. And I think it's free to watch, like on some streaming service or something. You can probably get a free trial too or whatever. I don't know. I'll see if I can find a link to it. I'll just post it in the Red Dragon Inn so we can all watch it from there again. We were watching it like a year or two ago when it was released for free on our server, so I'll try to get it back here. Okay, pressing forward. So, the spiral staircase. It moves down into darkness, and you reach a landing that leads out to a hall. Darkened hall. Stone block walls. Dead end, apparently. And then, by the way, a rather fishy dead end. Because, like, why would there be a landing here? And then the stairs keep going down from there. I'll update the map. Uh, okay, I'll update that for you. Try now. You should be good now. And you might want to disconnect and reconnect real quick. You're getting distorted again. Give me a mic check. Yep, sound good. All right, tappy tappy, no clickety clacky. It doesn't fall in on itself. No traps seem to be triggered. I don't have to make you roll any dice. It seems to be clear. Also looks good. Right, right. And look, it seems like you have all the time in the world to do this, so I will give you an advantage on an investigation check for that. Okay. Nice. I remember my dirty 20s. The good times, anyway. All right. So you notice that there's some moss on that the dead end wall, and touching the walls. Like literally, you're saying you're touching the walls and feeling around. You would notice that underneath the moss, the dead end wall, there is there's a bit of a gap that is in the shape of like an alcove like opening, almost like a door underneath the moss in the wall. It's just covered with organic material. The moss, it looks rather ordinary when you pull your hand back. It's green, it's got dirt underneath it, gets under your nails, seems to be rather mundane. Okay, cleaning it up. Oh yeah, there's definitely a door there. Everybody else can see now for sure. There's something there. No handle on it. No, it's just the shape of a door there when it comes to the seam that you've cleared, and it certainly you certainly sense this is some type of secret door. Story. Okay, that just takes a little bit more time. And Athazar, Goss, what are you guys doing while Rambala is spearheading this one? Perception check. Yeah. Hey, but for 40s, but hey, 32 is good as well. Uh, Not really. I mean, the area's pretty empty. There's some loose rubble on the ground, moss covered walls. That the stone block upon the walls definitely have some good natural decoration. There's a sense of that kind of like the fungal scent in the air from the moss. It's got a bit of a leafy scent to it on top of it. It's an interesting mixture of rot and life. And yeah, it seems everything seems to be on the up and up. You would certainly notice as Rambala is clearing the moss from the dead end. Yeah, there. Oh, you're cool. Give us a mic check, Rambala. Oh, yeah, Rambala, we're not hearing you. Like, no, you're talking. Maybe double check your settings, but if you didn't change anything, they should still be good. Maybe, yeah, you might want to close out your Discord, jump back in, maybe bounce whatever you got to bounce. Reboot anything you got to reboot. And, so at Gauss, you would see that Rambala has cleared what seems to be a shape of a door at the end of that dead end. And uh, Rambala, can you hear me now? Hey now. I'm going to disconnect him. Give it another try. Yeah. We just got doged. Did we get doged? Oh, right. We didn't get doged. Yay. We're still going. Okay, so Rambala, it looks like you just uh, cleared out the path uh, to find the secret door. There's no handle on this. It looks like a stone block wall that doesn't really look like a door, except for it has like this indentation that you've dug out of the moss around what looks like the shape of a door in an ellipsed fashion. And where one might look to find a handle, instead you see there's kind of like a depression, like a hole in the door, and there's darkness and moss from within where the handle would typically be off to the right. No, it's almost like a fist-sized hole. It's not like a keyhole. It's a large ball like hole, circular hole, the size of maybe like in real world terms, like about the size of a softball. Hard to tell. Nothing but darkness within. Oddly enough, unless you can see through magical darkness, you're not able to see within. As if all light immediately dies when it tries to move into the hole. It's got to be magical darkness. You know that, Athelsar. Okay. Well, what happens is you start feeling something squishy, and things start something like you disturbed something. All of a sudden, there's all this weird squirming feelings running through your fingers and around your hands, and then there's a shot of fire that races from your hand up your veins, up your arm, and then your heart pumps it throughout your entire body. Roll a Constitution save. Okay, good roll. And Athazar, you pull your hand free, just knee jerk reaction, and you have these large, weird centipedes and caterpillars and shit just dripping from your hand. And, ugh, you can see a bit of a bite mark on the back of your hand or something swelling up and pulsing with the stinging pain. But for the most part, you're able to handle it. You are taking, well, it would normally be 10 points of poison damage, but you save for half. I got good news for you, though. When Athazar pulls his hand free, everybody gets their chuckles in for Athazar. The wall begins to grind open like a doorway. And within that doorway now, the darkness, it kind of manifests to a low lit room, sunken floor, and, well, there are zombies. There are a couple of zombies in there that are just doing their thing on this ledge that is on this level that you're on, that goes around this large room. On the back of the ledge is a throne. A throne that looks like it is made of skin and bone and decorated with skulls of children piled high. And if you want even some more details, because, hey, I can do the details all day long if you don't have anything to say. This is a gruesome throne. I mean, literally, it is fearsome. At the top of it, at the 12 o'clock location, there's this fearsome horned skull that surmounts the entire throne. And all the small skulls are all piled around it. And the seat of the throne, yeah, it's certainly made of some type of stretched skin. You can see from this distance. You can feel this dark energy. Just it makes you understand the darkness more so than you've ever wanted to know. And there is a metal scepter that is resting on the throne, like it's. Imagine like if like in your gaming chair you have a scepter lying across the chair, just being supported by the arm supports from the left to the right. It's just there casually, as if you like laid a guitar down on a gaming chair or something. And shuffling about at the down there on the lower sunken level, there are these three gaunt zombie-like figures, dusty robes. They're all draped in cobwebs. Their eyes and their mouths all stitched shut. They're armed with these brushes, clay pots, and what must be pigment, and they're painting the walls and pillars with grim, poorly rendered illustrations. They pay you no mind. There is like a chill wind in the air. And it's like it's whispering something to you. Take caution. It's as if the statues off to the side of the room look to be made of some type of limestone in the shape of a wizard. Each one of the statues identical, all six of them. It seems as if warning is emanating forth from them. Big set of double doors there. When I say double doors, more like tomb doors. Big, huge, heavy slabs of stone that tower above your head, Rimbala. No door handles on them whatsoever. No lock, anything like that.
I give him a little push just to see if it pushes him.
Oh no, you feel the cold stone with your hand and give it a push. Does not budge.
I am going to dictate to you and fire a first at uh, the big stone on the chair.
Big stone? Sure. No? Okay. Going for it. And as you do so, again, there's that cold, chill wind in the air that comes with a whisper, seemingly from the statues about the area. Take caution. And do you stay your hand with that second warning, or do you reach out and touch the skull like your AT&T or something?
Well, for my position, I'm going to shoot a sorcerer's curse at the skull.
Oh, it's a bird, sorcerer's burst. Okay, so you're attacking it. Okay, okay. So, uh, is that a ranged spell attack, or is there just a save?
It is. It's 1 8 if I recall.
Oh, it's yeah. Okay, it's good range. Okay, and with that, go ahead and well, I believe that should be a ranged spell attack. I'll look at the spell details here. Yes, range spell attack. So whatever your spell attack bonus is, add that to a d20 roll.
Here we go.
Big money, no whammies. And the skull explodes. Skull fragments rain down about the area. And with that, there is a mighty roar. Rising up from the ground in the middle of the pit. As the floor explodes, a mighty T-Rex zombie that smells like the pits of decrepit, rotting hell enters the situation. Up another zombie, like a hairball, into the situation.
Would the zombie happen to be Vindicator?
No, no, that would be cool. It would be very cool. Maybe we should have compared notes earlier. But that was actually that was a different T-Rex. But anyway,
If dinosaurs were birds, was he saving that?
okay, here's what we're doing. We're rolling initiative. Make it happen. Remember to select your tokens. Okay, roll initiative for the T-Rex. Okay, roll. Let's bring the zombies in. Oh yeah, it's not pretty. Yeah, it was a good episode. right at the base of that overgrown pyramid in the jungle. Okay, Athazar, your move. All right, going for it, huh? It's like it's made of solid iron. Has a head of different metal. You can tell because it's like either way, it's just like it's calling to you. And as you reach for it, and when your hand touches it, well, thing happens. You take possession of it freely, it seems. Examining it, it looks like it's made of solid iron. It has like a more brightly colored, almost like a steel, or you've seen adamantine before. It looks like an adamantine head. There are no intricate decorations upon it. It looks rather plainly, actually. So it looks kind of like a scepter-like club. No amazing ornate markings for me to describe to you. So we'll call that your object interaction. All right, so it's kind of like a free action.
Yeah, no, in my turn.
Oh, is that that's all you want to do? Okay, because you still have your standard action. Object interaction is kind of like a free action, so you would still technically have your bonus action, and your standard action.
Is the rod pretty heavy?
It's got a weight to it, but it's well balanced because of that adamantine head.
Um, I'm gonna cast detect magic on it,
Mm-hmm.
and thinking that it probably won't ping, but I have it before, so might as well do it.
Okay. And in doing so, yeah, it's not pinging anything, actually. Yeah, nothing's coming up on the radar here. Matter of fact, you just feel cursed darkness emanating from the throne itself as far as its magical aura is concerned. Nothing specifically emanating from the scepter itself.
All right, so the school that was on here is gone, right?
Yeah, you blasted into it. So
Right.
just skull
So
fragments.
so uh, I'll hold on to the scepter now, and now in my
Okay. Gauss, your move. $11 actually is going to land. All right, you blast away. Pew pew. And the thing just absorbs the damage like it doesn't even feel it. Like water off a duck. But your strikes go deep into the putrid flesh. Rambala, it's your move. Ooh. What's my DC on that? Figures. I roll a 16. It's wisdom, you said? I don't think this thing has a wisdom bonus. Let's see here. So, what level are you as a Channel Divinity Undead Turner? You're level 9. So, with that, the T-Rex, the zombie T-Rex, it poof, it vanishes in a puff of smoke. It's gone, just like that, gone with the wind. However, these zombie artists draped in robes that were painting the murals, one of them, at least one of them, has been puked up from that T-Rex. They have to make their saves as well, because I believe that's all undead within a certain range, right? Okay. Pass, fail, fail. Pass. All right. So 2 more of these zombie artists go up in smoke. That. The 2 that are left, they begin moving into the situation up the steps. It looks like they are stumbling forward to attack accordingly. They will be on you soon. Goss, it looks like you're going to have the fun with that, but Athazar has a jump on things. You're over by the throne there, across the room. What are you going to do? All right. Ah! And Goss, it's on you. Certainly land. Yeah, still up. It took a couple steps back from the force, but it's still up. Roll undead. Fortitude save. Oh, rolls a 2 on the die. Misses completely. And that is a kill. You've given it the piece that its first death denied it. It's just a pile of chunky salsa on the ground now. Chunky salsa and robes. All right, Ramballa, it's your move. Okay. Ah! Failed miserably. Roll damage. It's a 5. Tumbles into the wall from the radiant blast. Bounces off the wall. Keeps its footing some way somehow. Doesn't fall off the ledge. And it continues to stumble forward towards Gauss's position. And gets right in Gauss's face, swings disgusting hands at you. However, as it goes to swing, it stops short, and a paintbrush appears in its hand, like a little like Citadel miniatures paintbrush, dripping with blood, and then just boops Gauss on the nose, the master stroke. Athasar, your move. Gauss, you've got that irony scent dripping from your nose. What are you gonna do? Grapple, move him 5 feet. Yeah, if you can beat him in a grapple check, it should work. Athletics or acrobatics, whatever's better for you. All right, you got him. How do you want to do this? Timber! And actually passes the save to fall. And the demo, that's about 10-foot ledge, I recall. So it's going to be 1d6, rolls a 2. He soaks 1 damage from the tumble. But he is prone. Actually, out of game, these things don't have any attacks. They're just zombie artists. They like to paint. They were coming at you with their paintbrushes. So. Rimbala, it's your move. All right, 19 on the die will save. Anything else? Yep, yep. You're good. And let's see. This guy used half his movement to get up to his feet. Stumbles up to his feet, looks around, and then just goes back to painting the wall like nothing ever happened. I didn't write the script. Well, there's like a hole in the ground like that T Rex had burst up from, but it looks like there are these uh, the sinew like webbing, like fleshy sinewy webbing that is kind of like creating like this mesh network of strands that is just magically the hole in the ground is being sealed up by some dark unseen force as far as who the puppet master is. You have this foreboding sense that you are not alone down here. And I don't mean this zombie artist is your only company left. Yeah, he's down there painting some happy little trees, happy little clouds. But if you were to look at them, at those happy little trees and happy little clouds, they don't look. It doesn't exactly look like that. In fact, like Athazar, for instance, he would probably, from his position, see what the zombie is working on, and it seems as if he's painting this massive mural of a battle where this company wielding a yellow banner is just taking it to the enemy.
Well, he must have some sense to be able to figure out what he's shooting. All right, I will hold my position right here. Probably my turn.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not fucking sabotage this one.
Well, we technically are going to the top of the round here. As we do so, all of a sudden, spilling forth from secret cavities in the walls by the big set of double tomb-like doors off to the east are these two nasty, horrific, gray-skinned ghouls with big lapping tongues. And they got blood dripping down from their toothy maws, and they have sights on Goss and Aurora. I'm rolling them into initiative. Ugh, come on, man. 3 for Nish. All right, Athazar did his thing. Goss, it's your move. No worries.
Uh,
Yes. Man, well, hey, that's what it is.
Every time I try to do something big.
Gravity seems to always win. All right, that was the one on the left, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It needs to damage like it doesn't feel it. It just shakes it off. Both of them. Okay. Oh yeah, the other one saved as well. And it's saved for half. Okay, got you. Anything else up your sleeve? Okay, that'll in. So you fly, fly, and then the Rambo. We thrill in. Okay, that's a kill. Double checking if these bad boys had that undead fortitude on them. I think that's a kill. I don't believe they have it. Yeah, they just had that stench. Roll a con save. Yeah. Actually, whoever's close to it, roll a con save. You wouldn't be that close to it. Actually, yeah, nobody is. Nobody is. I should have had Goss roll for it earlier, and that's an error on my part. So hey, an error on my part is an error to your advantage. Okay, you're good. After a quick audit of the turn, we're going to move forward. Rimbala, you're good, right? Okay, cool. And then these things stumble forward. One of them gets visual on Athazar and then quickly just charges at him. And it is throwing claws, man. It's throwing claws like copper. 7 will miss the mark. And then the other one runs off around the corner towards Goss. Can't quite get there by the end of the turn. Athazar, it's your move. This thing's right in your face. They're definitely land. Yeah. Poison on the gas doesn't seem to work. It's just like water off a duck. Takes no effect. Right. And I need you, because of the stench of this thing, to go ahead and roll a Constitution save. It's like walking by a dead body or something. And it's been there for too damn long. The stench is overwhelming. So roll a con save. Fucking A. All right. You officially have the poison condition. How long? Who knows? But you have to slow down before you kind of choke up and gag, puke, lose your whatever's in from lunch. You gotta swallow it down for now. And then Goss, it's your move. Clanks against the wall. Good thing your sword's magical. That could have put a bite into it. 19's good. Thus, you'll take them a piece at a time. Ball. Oh yeah, they're as clunky as they are now. Imagine how clunky they were nearly a year ago. When release, I guess 6 months ago, whatever. Ah, shit. Spiritual weapons it's just going to disappear. Roll like that. Next hit 17. Ah, roll a 1 against that. Radiant, that's the one on F star, right? Okay, damage soaked. The white fire! The radiance soaks into the ghast. Would you throw the sacred fire that you are the harbinger of at the enemy? The thing nearly slips off the ledge. It steps the wrong way, but somehow still finds its footing. Okay. That guy's turn. Let's start with the one on Athazar, since we're already on that flank of the battle. From one of your cantrips or weapon attacks, yeah. Mm-hmm. Right. Pow! You blessedly strike into the undead beast, the abomination. But still, you do not strike the darkness down. And it is taken a desperate move. It throws a hand wildly at Athazar, misses with that haymaker claw of an attack, and then launches itself like with its toothy maw, striking out at Athazar. 17 on the die plus 5, I think. Oh, 17 plus 3. So it's going to be a 20, dirty 20. Does that hit? Mage? Okay. 11 points of piercing as it sinks its nasty, rotted teeth into your collarbone area. Takes a bite out of you. It pulls its fucking head back, and it's got a piece of your flesh in its mouth. It's just chewing on it. Gulps it down. The other one, on the north end of the battlefield, similar situation between that ghast and Ghost, or that ghast and Ghost, pardon me. However, Goss is holding his footing a little bit better as he's able to juke and parry out of the way of that particular ghast's sloppy attacks. And then Athazar, it's your move. Okay, certainly land. You don't have to confirm the crit. I just confirm fumbles around here. That's a kill. How do you want to do that? All right, in the face! And with that, its head explodes like a bubble full of blood and lasagna splatters around everywhere. It's raining brains! Hallelujah, it's raining undead rotted brains. Superstar. Athazar, anything else? Goss, it's your move. Do you have... Yeah, if you got a point of inspiration, go ahead. Oh. All right, hey, now you have that slot available in case you win another point of inspiration. It won't be awarded to, like, dumpster fire. You can actually use it.
19 and 11.
Let's kill. How do you want to do that? Chop this thing up. You practically did an autopsy on the thing. Your your attacks were fit for an autopsy, and with that, yeah, I believe it is a bad name. And with that, the last of the enemies falls, except for that one zombie artist down there. Seems to be ignoring it all, just focusing on his art. Yeah, it's like you think Maid Marian blowing in your ear while you're taking a shot with your longbow is hard. Well, well, I'll tell you what, gentlemen. I think that's where we're going to wind down the episode because I'm going to be honest, you threw me for a loop skipping that level. So I'm going to have to read up on this over the week, moving session. But I loved it. I thought that was a good session. I liked it. I like that. I like that you went a different direction. You know, went your own way. I dig that a lot, and I enjoyed it. Well, there were some things going on there that I can't really talk about. Obviously, uh, there were a few different things going on. So what I do is when I prep, I'm like, okay, I think like, what's the party strategy, and then I'm going to prep around that strategy. At least like if I already know your strategy, you know. So like I prep based upon the known strategy that you've been utilizing, or the group has been utilizing for several sessions now. So when you went a different way, I thought it was so cool. But like I was only able to prep so much on this next level in a 10-minute break. So you're gonna have to give me a few days to get the next shit ready. But hey, I thought it was a good sesh. I appreciate you guys. It was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.